I'm Johnny Rowland, your host of the Shooting Show. Welcome to today's program. We're so glad that you can be here to join us. We apologize for last week's scheduling confusion. We had a gigantic mix-up on where we were going to be, and yes, we got moved last week. If you're watching tonight, you're watching us. If you're watching by satellite, you're watching on satellite E1, formerly known as M1. Anyway, satellite E1, channel 16. We're going to be the same spot next week. Now, in November, if we can manage to stay on somehow, we're going to move back to Sunday nights at the same time. Please make a note of this. We'll be talking about this on the shows today. Satellite E2, channel 2, starting the first Sunday in November, and that's where we're going to be for a while. So we're so excited we get to move back to Sunday night. We've had so many people ask us to go back to Sunday night, and we've been trying. It's just the best we can do. Until we get our uplink running, we're still going to have more problems scheduling. So that's one of the reasons we're working on our uplink, and we do want to thank the good people in the studio there who do run our programs. They're very nice people, very helpful, and it wasn't there. It was just a huge mix-up. Certainly wasn't the studio people's fault, but that's okay. We're here again this week. And as you're watching this, I'm in Tulsa, hopefully, hopefully selling 460 Rowland guns and kits at the gun show there, the Wanamaker show there in Tulsa at the fairgrounds. So if you're watching this tonight on Saturday, tomorrow will be the 24th, as this show is running for the first time on satellite. Some of you cable viewers get it a little later in the week. But anyway, we'll be there again tomorrow. So friends, I want to tell about something we just heard. Thankfully, Ms. Dole is out of the race for now anyway. You know, her not being able to raise money might have had something to do with she was anti-gun and some other things. But you know, when you attack the very people, and I'm talking gun owners here, American gun owners, who care most about our country, in spite of what the liberal, weak-minded, mentally retarded liberal socialists say, people that really care about their families and care about themselves and the country, gun owners. And we're talking the salt of the earth here. When you turn on them, watch out. So thankfully she's out of the race, and something you folks in Maryland want to mention to you, you know, your own state government has just come out saying they want a total elimination, total ban on handguns as soon as they can do it. Now friends, it's going to go on until we stop it. It's going to go on just this way. You know, it's a heck of a note when you're walking around. Citizens stop more crime, deal with more criminals by a huge margin than do all police. Why? They want police to carry handguns. See, friends, they don't trust you and I. Something's got to be done. You want to help us stay on? You want to help us reach more people? Because we're here by the well-known skin of our teeth. You can send whatever you can. You can join our GRA. You can send whatever you can to the Shooting Show, 327 Irvin Rowland Road in Doverly, Louisiana. You know, Curtis Shipley just has a tremendous mind, and Curtis is a good public speaker. He's also a very fine writer. And on some things we got from him a while back, he said, you know, blaming guns for crime is like blaming matches for arson. It's crazy. And something else that Curtis wrote, published in a newspaper down there in Georgia, said, you know, those kids at Columbine High School, they didn't go to a police station and attack the police. They didn't walk into a police station and start shooting. Wonder why? The police are armed. They went to a place where they knew there would be no resistance. They went to a school where guns are banned. Now, you know, friends, they don't attack people that are armed and can defend themselves. The criminals will tell over and over, the criminals that are honest about reality, say, yeah, they don't want people to have guns. They might get hurt. The criminal might get hurt. So friends, we ask you, if you can, to join with us. Well, let's do a little shoot. We got so much to cover, and these half-hour shows are so short. We're doing a little bullet testing now for Georgia Arms, actually. We're going to run some experiments briefly. Now friends, Georgia Arms is getting a lot of requests for heavier bullets for hunting. A lot of people like the 230 grain bullet in our 460 Rowland cartridge, and here we have one of my hand loads, which is the Great Hornady XTP bullet running about 1,340 feet per second out of our 460. And yes, here's another one. This is a Speer Gold Dot. Let me see if we can get a little look at that. Huge hollow point in it, gigantic hollow point. And realize these Gold Dots are plated bullet, and they and the lightweights in the 185, we didn't have very good success. They're too soft. But let's see how the Gold Dot bullet, because this is a potential load, either one of these in fact is a potential new load from Georgia Arms, and we're going to do a little testing right here today in development. Let's compare the two loads. Friends, we have our Dan Wesson loaded. We're going to shoot a 5-shot group with it using these Speer Gold Dot bullets. And to tell you the truth, I really don't know how they're going to perform. And like I said, they didn't do as well in the lighter bullet weights, but the 230 is of course, we're running at a different velocity than the 185s, and it's also a much different shape or size bullet. So let's see how they do on paper. We have our target out here at 25 yards. Let's run some groups. Certainly we'll run one right now and see how it looks. My hearing protection in well. Okay, now I'll tell you what, you notice of course the gun came off the rest there, but in full power loads like this, it's amazing. In this Dan Wesson, they're running between 1,350 and 1,400. It's amazing the recoil you just don't get with our cartridge. Well, let's go on and finish our group. Now then, friends, let's go ahead and check our group with the pistol. And I'll tell you what, with any semi-automatic, I typically will fire one round at another target, let the gun set itself. Now in the field for practical accuracy at handgun ranges, that's not going to be a problem. But when we're going for a smaller group, that's something I'll do. I'll shoot one time, and like I'll put 6 in the magazine rather than 5, and literally shoot one round and then check the next 5, because the slide velocities when the gun is running is slightly different. It has a slightly different set, which may mean a slight variation out at 25 or so yards. Just not a whole lot, but again, we're going for groups here. So let's see how the pistol looks. This little sure sight rest is really a neat system here. Okay, let's do it now. We've already fired our first round. Let's go for the next 5. All right. One advantage about the large hole on our 460, you can see them down there on the target. Shoot another. In fact, let's finish our group. Got a little breeze going out here, friends. Sure feels good, though. Just a beautiful, perfect fall day. Okay, here's the Dan Wesson. We have 5 shots here, actually in one hole, and the group is just it's just over an inch, which again could be your host here. My problem, Dave, still that's awfully good with open sights. Our 460 Dan Wesson, just around a 1-inch group. And here, of course, is a group with the 1911, and it is under 2 inches, which is really good performance. I'm very impressed with this, because that Gold Dot bullet is a really good bullet concept. It looks like it's going to work much better in the 230 grain incantation than it does in the lighter bullet, because when we run the 185s at 1550, 1600 and above, sometimes it doesn't perform as well as some other things. But this is really good performance. And realize that my old Kimber here, this is the original test gun. This is the one with all the thousands of rounds through it. It's been loaned out to military and police personnel with the original barrel. So that's how this thing is still shooting, which is, I think, just amazing performance.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
The Shootin' Show will be right back after this break for your local cable company or TV station.
Now, friends, here's one of the most important publications you can get. This is a great Georgia Arms catalog, and please write their phone number down, 1-800-624-6861. This is a tremendous catalog with the best ammunition prices available in the United States. Okay, well, here's a mention of the shooting show. Hey, that's reason enough to support them right there, but you get superior ammunition at superior prices. Let's look over here. Whoops, let's see, what do we see? 460 Rowland, yes indeed, but we also see a tremendous number of other things. 45 ACPs, 44 Magnums, 41 Magnums, certainly our defense load there, defense special 41 Magnum load available, but all kinds of others. 9mm, 357 SIGs, 44 specials, 30-06s, 7 mags, all kinds of neat stuff. Plus they have components. If you want to load your own, they'll sell you lead bullets, they'll sell you nostril bullets, all kinds of great features. Yes, in fact, they'll even sell you a 460 Rowland kit for the great 1911 guns, cleaning accessories. Here's gunpowder for sale, loading equipment for sale. Friends, give them a call today. These are some of the finest people, period, that I've ever had a chance to meet. Curtis Shipley and our good friend Larry Haney from Georgia Arms, and they're helping to support the shooting show. Give them a call today. Get a free catalog, 1-800-624-6861. And please don't forget to tell them you saw it here on our show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we're always talking about how we need more women involved in the shooting sports, certainly women involved in the outdoor activities, certainly in hunting. And we have a real treat for you here. This is Linda Sprout, and Linda has a most unusual product that certainly I didn't expect. When I met Linda some time ago, I didn't understand or didn't expect her to come with the product that she does. But Linda is an entrepreneur. She has a company called Papa Deer, and essentially, Linda, what you have is deer suckers, deer pops, in fact. And what this does, now here's what Linda told me. She says you put these things out in the woods and the deer are running over each other to come and get a taste of these things. That's what you said, right? They're absolutely, the deer are trying to kill each other, trying to get to this. But this is really great stuff, friends. Linda has some most unique products we're going to look at in just a moment. But Linda, briefly, I know you're from here in Louisiana. You like the country, you like being outdoors. What possessed you to get in a business to sell hunting products like your Papa Deer?
Well, I used to hunt a lot with friends, and I've always liked to cook, and I tried to come up with a product that a lot of deer hunters could use to lure a deer into their hunting area.
Well, now you told me a very touching story about, you said at one point in your life you had some little kids and there wasn't much money, and you told me, I believe, that if some of your friends and neighbors had helped supply your family with deer that they had hunted, and there was a point that your kids might not have eaten meat very well if it hadn't been for the hunters.
That's right. I come from a family of a lot of hunters, and I have 4 children, and when they were growing up, a lot of times that was the only red meat my children ate.
Well, I tell you, so this is really a great thing, and from one who can appreciate the sport of hunting as well as the meat from game mountain. One, deer meat, of course, venison is very lean, it's very healthy to eat, and this is really something, friends. Linda here has quite a product line. Let's take a closer look right now. Linda, show us the different products you have, please, ma'am, if you would.
Okay. I first started out making a deer sucker. This is on a rope. It weighs 1.5 pounds. It is 6 inches long, 3.5 inches wide. It's hard as a little brick. I make this in 16 different flavors. This is the most popular one this year, which is sweet potato. I also offer this one in watermelon. I've got peanut butter, acorn, green apple.
So in other words, the deer, you're telling me the deer like a lot of stuff we do.
They like a lot of flavors. I have done extensive research on what deer like to eat and have come up with all these different flavors for the deer hunters to choose for their deer.
Now what is this? Looks like corn here, that different colors. What is that?
This I call Lucky Nuggets. It is a flavored deer corn. I have it in about 8 flavors. I did bring 3 today, which is your peanut butter, green apple, and your sweet potato. I also offered these suckers in a small 7-ounce sucker also in all the different flavors that I make.
Now, what are these in little pans over here? What are you?
This is a sugar sprout. You can put a piece of conduit in the ground and set this stick down in the ground. This stick is cooked in the sucker, so it won't come out. You just take the cover off, and the deer will lick right out of the pan.
And I see you have something, what, Action Orange?
Action Orange is my new product this year. It is a orange colored powder. It is a sweet powder, and it's made up of a lot of ingredients. And you mix this little 6-ounce bottle with a quart of water, shake it up real well, and just pour it right on the ground, or you can even sprinkle it on dry. And we've tested this for 2 years, and the deer hunters are telling me that the deer are actually digging the ground under the powder.
No kidding.
In our research, we have a camera that will take pictures of deer 24 hours a day, and I have several pictures that I brought today to show you actual deer going toward the suckers or licking the suckers. And this is one of, we took in, I think this was in Downsville, Louisiana. A friend of mine took this. Johnny, I'm going to take this sweet potato that I brought today, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to hang it on a tree. Usually hang them about 4 to 5 feet from the ground.
So the deer kind of has to reach up and get it, right?
That's right.
Because you don't want the raccoons and the other things to get all over it.
That is true.
Now, Linda, these blocks will actually stand up real well to the weather.
I have
This is an advantage you have in your formula.
That's right. With every flavor, I formulated them different for our humidity here in the Arklatex, and with the rain, the heat, and the cold.
But you've got people all over the United States that are now buying these from you, and you have them in stores too, am I correct?
True.
So we can just, if we actually stood back here a little, we could probably catch some deer coming up to this one in just a little while.
That's right.
Well, Linda, I tell you what, I'm impressed, and I think a lot of our viewers now. You can ship these all over. They are available in stores, and you do have dealer pricing. If there's a retail outlet there that would like it. See, friends, I tell you what, this is an opportunity. We want to encourage women, because, Linda, you really enjoy being outdoors, don't you?
I sure do.
You enjoy hunting. I mean, Linda has hunted with a .270 rifle, which is a real gun, okay. But we want to encourage, we've got to get more women with us in our quest to develop more hunting, more shooting, more gun ownership. You know, today a lot of women are heading up single household families. And we need to reach them, we need to reach out to them, and we want to encourage women to get involved. And Linda, honestly, I think this is great what you're doing. If they would like a product list from you, they can call you at what? What's that number?
187 Papa Deer.
187 POPADEER. Simple thing. 187 Pop a Deer. And friends, give Linda a call if you'd like some of these great products. Certainly, they're very reasonably priced. And ma'am, we appreciate you coming on the program, and we wish you a lot of good luck.
Thank you.
Maybe we can inspire some more women to get involved in the outdoors. Hope so.
Stay tuned for more of The Shootin' Show after these important messages.
Friends, here it is, the great 460 Rowland cartridge and guns chambered for them. Of course, we have the great Dan Wesson. We also have our full-size 1911 kit here, or we can actually sell you a new 460 gun, Kimber, Springfield, or others. And this is the Kimber Compact converted to 460 Rowland. Again, it gives us 44 Magnum power in a package that is much smaller, lighter, easier to shoot, less recoil, less muzzle blast. Friends, this may be the cartridge of the decade here. The 460 Rowland is available, of course, factory ammo from Georgia Arms. You can call us here at the program about kits and guns, including our AR-15 and others. Friends, here it is. This is the great Kramer holster for our 460 Rowland 1911s. It's available from our good friend Dennis Crocker. You can call him at area 864-587-8722. Again, 864-587-8722. He can also get you holsters made by the great Kramer Company for other guns, so give our friend Dennis a call.
A couple of weeks ago, we had Kenny and John Allred go up to the Knob Creek, Kentucky, this machine gun shoot there. Now, the weather did not cooperate, but I tell you what, they had a great time. We're going to see some great footage.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at West Point, Kentucky at the Rain or Shine, and you can see it is raining today, Machine Gun Shoot and Gun Show. And on behalf of the Shooting Show and Gun TV and Johnny Rowland, welcome to West Point, Kentucky and the Knob Creek Gun Show. We're going to look today at a lot of weapons, a lot of automatic fire weapons, various calibers, interview some folks that care for and enjoy shooting just like we do.
In conjunction with the shooting show here today, we have actually some international stars from German TV, German Fernsehen, and I'm going to ask these gentlemen to introduce themselves. They're here at Knob Creek at the gun show at West Point filming for a documentary. So, sir, your name?
Yes, I'm Jens Nivels, and I'm the producer of this program. And, I'm Dieter Görke, I'm the cameraman.
And I'm Hans Altman. I'm here with other American business that we have, training company here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're here with a father-son team, Knob Creek Gun Range, and I'd like for them to introduce themselves, show you their weapons, tell you just a little bit about what's going on here today.
Sir, who are you? I'm Ron Wilson. My son Gary Wilson.
And what do you have with you here today?
Well, it's an M60 machine gun. It's a current U.S. military GPMG, or general purpose machine gun. It's a German MG-34 from World War II vintage. 1934 was first year production. It's been carried through till late in the 40s anyway.
And have you had these weapons for a while?
Oh yeah, we've had them. It's the only way we can afford them any longer.
Oh.
Federal government's kind of legislated new manufactured machine guns out of existence, so it's become a relatively costly sport.
Two of the weapons that we brought to shoot this weekend, one is a German gun called a German MG-34. It's chambered in 8mm Mauser. The gun has a cyclic rate of around 900 rounds a minute. The gun was built and designed by the Germans and Nazi Germany during World War II. One of the problems with the gun is that it was a hand-machined, individually built gun, so Germany was unable to produce these in quantities that they needed to fight the war. Then the next gun that we have is actually the predecessor of the MG-34. It's the MG-42. The cyclic rate is a little higher, about 1,100 rounds a minute, and it's chambered in .308 NATO. The gun went through an evolution from a milled receiver type gun in the 34 to stamped materials in the MG-74, and is still now a current issue gun. It's made by Steyr.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
Shootin' Show will be right back after this break for your local cable company or TV station.
Just asking Dieter, do you have anything like this at all in Germany? Do you have an opportunity
No, we don't have any shows like
Why is that?
There aren't any weapons allowed, only for hunting, and some people who are like taxi drivers, they are allowed to bear arms, but nobody else maybe it's possible. It's not possible for anybody.
Why is that?
Because it's German law, because we don't have your history, and in Germany it's only allowed for policemen and the army to bear a weapon.
So only certain...
And friends, don't let Germany happen here. Let's go to our support group. We have Brooks Communication in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Their number is area 505-888-2929. We have Custom Leatherwork and Saddlery in Denham Springs, Louisiana. Their number is area 225-667-9225. We have Camouflage Technologies. They paint gun stocks. They're out in California, area 909-674-6488. We have BC Armory in East Leroy, Michigan. Bruce's number is area 616-729-5508. We have Cotfer Refrigeration, Heating, and Cooling there in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Wade's number is area 256-381-1887. And we have Gearlings Equipment Rentals there in Southern California. Their number is area 909-354-6476. Friends, please make a note. We will be back on E1, Channel 16, next Saturday, and in the first week of November we're moving back to Sundays. We'll be on satellite E2 Channel 2 beginning the first Sunday in November, so please make a note of that. We're out of time on today's program. We'll see you on the next show. Friends, please stay tuned. We have the gospel show coming up next. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.